Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven. In the last episode we unlocked the Enchantress, which is pretty awesome. That's going to give us the ability to enhance cards, but we need lots and lots and lots of gold in order to do that. And there's like an infinite combination that we could potentially pick from. So we're not going to focus on that at the moment, but I did think it might be worth us trying to get some gold for our people just so that we're building up a bit of a supply. We also bought Horse at a brand new battle axe, which is going to be really quite handy. We'll do a city encounter and then we'll head off and do one of the side quests, I think. After resting for the evening, you start out your day noticing a great number of prominent, commanding posters around the city. Reading one, you learn that the Sanctuary of the Great Oak is laying down the foundation for a new building on the east side of Gloomhaven. Everyone is encouraged to come and help. This could be an important community event. Let's steal some valuables. You head to the prosperous east side of town, not to help lay down the foundation, but to steal some goods from shopkeepers too silly to lock up their wares during the festivities. You make off with a good deal of money, and the distracted guards are none the wiser. 5 gold each moves us closer to being able to afford upgrades. Right, in terms of side quests, we've got the underwater lagoon that we've been to before, and the Harrower hive, and the chained isle. So the chained isle has got demons, night demons and wind demons. The Harrower hive has got giant vipers, they look easy to kill. Harrower infestors, they're harder to kill. Living bones, got a little bit of shield and night demon. Let's try this one.
So you think you've got what it takes to make it in this work? You think you're skilled enough to live a long, fruitful life and not have your time in this world cut short by some lucky vermling's blade? An old man with scars crisscrossing his face stares at you with his one good eye. You've never seen him before he sat down in front of you at the Sleeping Lion, but you confidently answer his question nonetheless. Well, you've got the stones at least, he laughs. That's something, but it's far from everything. Words come straight from the capital that there's a group of Harrowers slaughtering people on the East Road. We don't know why, but we think we've located their hive some way south at the edge of the Watcher Mountains. Trouble is, though, we can't find anyone brave or stupid enough to go in there after them.
I volunteer as tribute.
What do you say? Are you up for the challenge? You could come back a hero, or you could just get your face sucked off by the bugmen.
Let's find out. We get an encounter on the way. You're far off the main road when you see a small band of Inox approaching from the west. You try to divert your path to go around them, but they're moving directly into your path. In a few minutes' time, they overtake you. "We've wandered into our territory, travellers," the biggest one says. "We don't much like visitors." You stare at her blankly. Such acts could be forgiven, but it'll cost you. We're not going to pay them anything because we need all of our money. You raise your weapons and state that no payments will be made this day. The group of Inox snarl and attack. After you land a few solid blows, though, they break off and run away, leaving you to tend to your wounds. 3 damage each is annoying, but we do have good healing in this team, so I think we'll be alright.
Not one to back down from a challenge. You make your way to the Watcher Mountains, where the old man said there'd be a Harrower hive. You wander through the foothills for hours without finding any sort of evidence of it, and then you begin to hear a faint buzzing. You approach the nearby cliff face and it grows louder. The Harrowers are in the rocks, and you're going to have to dig them out.
Fun. Use no items during the scenario. We'll get 2 perk points. That's huge. We'd have to not use our goggle, though. Ending on maximum health is more likely. Loot no gold. No, we're definitely not doing that. Loot 5 or more gold parts. Yeah, that's the one. We'll have to try for aggressor on Horzat. I'm not expecting us to manage this first time, but we'll give it a good go. Discard 3 cards? It said we would start with 3 damage, not discard. Or is that part of the place we're in? So kill all enemies in the rooms. When any destructible wall segment is destroyed, all enemies adjacent get stunned. Okay. Those destructible wall segments. All mercenaries discard 3 ability cards at the start of the scenario. Okay, well, if we're losing 3 things, let's lose proximity mine. And this is just discard. This is not destroy. So we'll get volatile concoction gone. And net shooter. The mind thief losing 3 is going to be pain. Let's lose the mind's weakness, parasitic influence, and fearsome blade. Balance measure can go. What I want is I want these people to level up so we can get them to the point where they can ignore negative effects from the scenario. I know not everyone can do that, but let's get rid of skewer, and we'll temporarily get rid of warding strength. Okay, kill all enemies in all rooms. In terms of places to go through, it looks like we've got one bit coming through here and then maybe another one at the back. But we're going to have to get these walls taken out. Reviving shock would allow us to target 2 of them. And yeah, if we did enhancement field as well. It's range 3. 1, 2, 3. No, we're not quite going to be able to reach both of them. So we want to move in before we do that. Restorative Mist will allow us to move up, and then Reviving Shock. So we'll do it like that. So really I want the other guys to move first. So anything slightly fast. Spare Dagger. Spare Dagger's good. And then maybe Trample to do the move, but we'll actually just move 2 with that. And over here we're going to have feedback loop for the move. And maybe hostile takeover. We could do Frigid Apparition, actually. 1, 2... Yeah, we'll be able to get up close enough to make this work. Right, so Spare Dagger on this one. Alright, there's a lot of things in there. So this thing is stunned. Night Demon Elite. Oh, that is nasty. Move 4, attack 3. All adjacent enemies and allies suffer damage. Eek. He's going to move 1, attack 2, poison. So in terms of movement, we can get closer and not precisely in range, which I think is good. Mind Thief. You're going to come up here. Actually, you can get in close enough that we can get an attack on the Night Demon. Yeah, let's risk it. Attacking with disadvantage means we really need to be pumping these things. Come in and we'll do a little bit of healing. Not as good as I hoped. Oh, yeah. That's really bad. So the Giant Viper is going to get a hit on us. Ow. We'll use the heater shield. Toxic Bolt and Enhancement Field over here. From you, I feel like we want to get through to the other side. I'd love to use Trample, actually, to go through that. What we could do is we could jump 1, 2, 3. No. If we get everyone to retreat, then we could actually go Shield Bash an eye for an eye and let them come to us. Which means you need to attack and then leave. Yeah, Empathetic Assault, I think. So this will allow us to shoot at one of the guys in the back. And then Empathetic Assault allows us to get out of there. Okay, the Viper's going to shield and attack. We're not going to be near it, so that's not a problem. The Harrower is going to move in and attack in a line with horrible, horrible draining. And then the Night Demon is going to just absolutely massively muller everyone. So maybe we'll actually immobilize the Night Demon so that he doesn't get to attack. We're already attacking with disadvantage, so there's no... It's not worse us doing this. We'll back up to here. So this Retaliate is actually going to be coming at the worst time because the only thing is going to be the Harrower potentially. And he's going to move 1 and then can't actually move to attack anything. There is no point in us doing Retaliate and Shield. Let's heal up instead. Don't think there's going to be any benefit to us opening this up, but we could try. Oh, actually, we could stun this guy for his follow-up turn. We take out this. Getting poison on him is a smart move. We're attacking with disadvantage. He's immobilized anyway. Okay. 2 damage, I'll take it. Alright, what could we do? We could step in and then flame these guys. That could be kind of cool. We could also use hook gun to pull things in. Using a flamethrower this early on might be a bit much. Who's running low on cards? They both are. Okay, we'll use reinvigorating elixir. So stun shot on this guy to try and stun him. Reinvigorating elixir, that makes sense. So we want one of you two to go first. Perverse Edge? Sure. And Submissive Affliction. I like that. Over here, we could get you to disarm this guy. Or potentially kill him. Let's do this. Attack 4, immobilize and retaliate. He's not really going anywhere, so that's not a problem. Giant Vipers are going to jump and attack 2 things up close. And the Night Demon isn't going to do anything because we're going to be stunning him. Or maybe we're not going to stun him. No, we are going to stun him. Let's get him to attack this way because he'll then get the retaliate damage on himself. I'll take it. And skip the attack. Yeah, he's just out of range, actually. But we could step in and attack both of them. And he's not moving, so yeah, actually. Step in. Keeping cleave like this. There we go. 2 kills. So he's making himself super scary to attack. 3 retaliate. So actually, let's do this first, and then I think we're not really going to be able to use the stun shot because nothing's in range anymore. Suppose we could shoot at one of the wall pieces. Just to make it easier to destroy. We can loot next turn, maybe. We can use Ink Bomb to move, and Flamethrower to attack. Over here, you're going to have to do a short rest. Yeah, we'll lose Shield Bash. So I want to hit both of these. Leaping Cleave would be a good choice for that. And then something to allow us to move in one space closer. Provoking Roar. It's a stun trap. This guy is not flying, so we could push him back onto the stun trap actually with Sweeping Blow. It's only push 1 actually. So not worth it. We'll keep the Leaping Cleave going. And over here, you need to get some healing on yourself, mate. So Empathetic Assault will work for move and heal. And then 1, 2, 3. And then Hostile Takeover is lovely, but I think we'll go for Submissive Affliction. Ooh, that Harrower is really healing itself up. So, getting in and doing some damage. That's what we want. Hope for a big hit. A little bit of Retaliate. Kill the Viper. We'll just take that 1 damage. And actually, we're missing 3 health, so we could use the Minor Healing Potion, but I'm happy to wait until next round. We also caused Muddle, which I wasn't expecting. Ah, that'll be one of the things that we rolled. Yeah, because we have a Muddle. And then we drew something else after. So that's good. That's going to make his attack less effective. He's going to heal for 5, though. I think we're going to have to move in and heal up a little. And we're not quite going to be in range to be able to attack him. Which is a shame. Okay, he does no damage, but he's going to heal up to full. Let's just start trying to whittle him down. Take the damage. It's painful, but makes things better for us. Okay, we need a short rest. Oh, I don't want to lose Flamethrower, but guess we'll have to. We will get an enhancement field on everyone, and then something big. A toxic bolt, actually. Yeah. So enhancement field and toxic bolt. If we do warding strength now, and then eye for an eye, which we could use to attack maybe, but we don't necessarily need to. Actually, no, we'll have warding strength and skewer. Mind Thief. We don't have an augment yet. So the Mind's weakness will get us that augment. And feedback loop will allow us to move in. Think about opening up more of these. Or Frigid Apparition would. Yeah, let's do it like this. We can move through to there, and then the Mind's weakness on him. Oh, he's going really quick. Muddling everyone and healing himself. Okay, not muddling everyone, just muddling one person. Well, we'll get that enhancement aura. Spot of damage on him. Spot of damage on us as well, which we'll quite happily take. This guy is almost certainly going to die without problem. And we dodge the retaliate. So we could skewer through this. There was nothing on the other side. We've got some living bones. Some elite living bones, actually. They're going to move and attack. That's fine. We've got trap. And we have vipers, which are going to move to an attack with poison. So he's definitely coming in over here. Let's get that warding strength on. Okay, he actually went after the Mind Thief. That's not too bad. The poison's going to be a pain, but... I kind of wish these guys were a little bit closer to each other. 1, 2, 3. You're in range. Actually, we could move up to here. And then... there. Yeah, okay. So Reviving Shock will let us hit both of these. Restorative Mist will let us do some healing. So let's do that. So we'll step on here, heal these up, and then attack both of those. From you... Bear Dagger. He's going to be a bit of a problem. I really want one of them to... Actually, if we could do Sweeping Blow... we can step across to here and push him back onto the trap. I like that. It's just a stun trap, but still going to give us a bit of benefit. So we'll move first, push him back, and then we'll fling a dagger at him. The Mind Thief. Now's the time for hostile takeover, I'd say. And Fearsome Blade. Target 3, youch. Okay, so we're gonna hit you with this. Get a little attack. We're gonna skip the push. Step in, do some healing. That gets rid of the poison. And attack both of these, and we're going to use advantage for this. Just to help out as much as we can. Finally, you. Oh, actually, this is... We can't get through this bit because there is still a wall there. It's just it's not showing properly. And I thought that we could step in here. And can we step in here? Yes, we can. Okay. So we'll push you back to there. That stuns him. And then we'll get a spare dagger attack on him. So he might die from his friend. Unfortunately not. He's attacking the walls as well. That's funny. So we can use the walls to stun these, which is probably a good idea. We could... Ooh. So if you're going to step in and do something good... Stun shot on him at the back. And then proximity mine to actually do the move. I want to attack this bit of wall to stun both of these. So we'll get Perverse Edge. And now's the time for Withering Claw, I think. And just in case that doesn't work, we can use Eye for an Eye and Balanced Measure to move around quickly. Jump 3, attack and poison, okay. Yeah, that's not quite gonna reach. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Well, we've stunned him. His friend can still move 1, 2, 3. Well, yeah, he can basically get into the middle of us. I think we're going to have to step in here and hit this bit of wall. Dagnammit. Okay, well that gets the stun on both of them, but that's not particularly amazing. Step in over here. So the Viper's jumped through. It's doing a little bit of poison. We don't mind that too much. Do we want to push him back? No. No, let's keep him close. So we'll take a short rest over here. Ooh, losing sweeping blow. That's fine. So we'll have spare dagger and leaping cleave. That'll give us 2 attacks, which should be enough to kill 2 of these. So then we're dealing with you. Feedback loop will allow us to get him muddled if we come back to the same place, or if we go up next to him we could hit ourselves with a shield. I think it will depend on what his actions end up being, because we're moving quite slowly over here. Net shooter will stop him moving. That's good. And allow us to move 2, and then we can hook gun to do some damage. Or we can use volatile. Yeah, we'll use volatile concoction. No, that's just going to do a poison trap. There's no point in that. Well, we could still use it to do an attack before we leave. Yeah, definitely doing some things. That shield. So we'll immobilize you. And then I think we'll back up this way. Stab on both of these. Really unfortunate. He's ended up disarmed though, so that's good for us. You know what? I'm gonna hit them both with another stab. There we go. Smart use of our battle axe. So if he's already done his action, which is effectively nullified, we can jump through and start hitting him. There's still quite a lot left in this place. And you still need to loot more gold. So, yeah. Let's get the muddle and poison on him. It'll help us take him down in future turns. Hook gun, ink bomb. Provoking roar, an eye for an eye. I think. So we'll disarm Ooh. No, we're not going to be able to disarm. We could... He's not in the right place to skewer. I want Eye for an Eye to heal up a little bit, but I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to move. So we'll use Eye for an Eye to move and provoking Roar to attack him. So that'll disarm him, whatever he's doing. Over here, we're going to have to do a short rest. Frigid Apparition will get a decent hit on him. And Empathetic Assault will allow us to move and heal. And he's just moving lots and attacking where he can. So, step on in. Get that disarm going. Ooh, yes, that's looking great. So skip past that. Give him a stab. And he's gone. One more room cleaned out. Get more gold and more healing. And the Tinkerer. I think we really want to start pushing towards these other walls so we can open up the next place. Let's go for this one. Ooh, and we get an extra target. Alright, we'll go for both of these. Be interesting if you could pick the same target for them. You're going to have to do a short rest. Yeah, we'll lose Ink Bomb. It's a bit of a shame. I think if we use Balanced Measure to attack down here and Trample to move, we'll use our boots. Feedback Loop to move means we're going to move after this has been open, and then potentially Submissive Affliction could be cool, and that means over here Reviving Shock would get us to open up that wall, and Enhancement Field almost guarantees it. I think moving across would be better. So Proximity Mine to move, and then Reviving Shock to open some of these bits up. So yeah, step onto here. Oh wait, it counts as disadvantage because we're right close to it. Fine, we'll just get both of these going. This is a nasty room. So we've got Night Demon, Harrower Infest. Yeah, lots of stuff's coming in. So he's shielding up and retaliating at range. Ouch. And the Night Demon's moving 4. Okay, well. Now it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's worth us using the Trample Boots. It's a shame we can't quite get through both of them, but This is going to be a big hit. Ah, 0 damage. Let's go after the big one. Actually, let's go after the shielded living bones. Because the night demon's potentially nasty, but I think he's a bigger threat. Because this doesn't have a shield. Good. And the Mine Thief. Get in, grab the gold. Oh, we could stun this guy, but we can also stun him next turn. That living bones at the back, just doing nothing. Okay, we've got this room to a much better place. Let's take a little breather, get a drink, and come back. Okay, that feels a lot better. Right, in terms of what we're gonna do here, I think if we get the brute, he's gonna have to do a short rest. No, don't burn. Balanced measure. Leaping cleave, sure. I want to get the eye for an eye on and provoking roar. So we're going to move very quickly there. I want to get some healing on him so that we can get rid of that poison before he uses his healing potion, ideally. Although, actually, if we get him to drink his healing potion, that'll get rid of it, and then Restorative Mist will heal him up fully. So that's also fine. Over here, I think we're going stabbing on you. So Fearsome Blade, and then maybe Parasitic Influence. Let's do them the other way around, because we could get something moving at the end and stunning itself. So the bones is moving quite quickly. It's going to shield and heal. The two night demons are going to do ranged attacks. Target 3, youch. And the Harrower is going to move a little bit. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. You can reach him. The Retaliate's going to be pretty useless, is what I'm learning from this. So if the Retaliate's going to be useless, the Provoking Roar is going to be useless, which means we can disarm this guy instead and heal ourselves up, and then use the healing potion. So he's disarmed, he can't really do anything. Let's get rid of that poison. And we'll drink the healing potion. Living Bones doing its shield and heal, but there's nothing for it to heal up. So we're going to move in. And then heal up ourselves. Warding Strength, that just drops it down to 2 damage. Oh, he is able to attack like that. Well, he did nothing, so that's fine. Let's get him to move 1 space. And stun himself. Ready for next turn. And we'll have an attack on you. Okay, 3 mobs left. And then we need to move into the next section, of course. Enhancement field would affect both us. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have anything that's range 4 attack? Not really. So we're going to need to move in whatever we do. Because what I want to do is I really want to hammer in on this guy with ranged shots where possible. So toxic bolt on him early and then something to move us in. And let's go for the hook gun. Over here, spare dagger will get a ranged attack on him. And balanced measure will allow us to move. You're going to have a short rest. But let's get that going now. Fearsome blade. Oh, that's a shame. Submissive affliction will get these guys to fight each other. And really, we want to go slowly. So potentially parasitic influence, and we'll just use it for the regular attack. So I want these guys to come in closer. Let's see how that goes. Living Bones is shielding and healing again. Night Demon's actually coming in. So move in. Get a toxic bolt on this guy. All damage from here on out will be bigger against him. Spare dagger. That's solid. And we could move right up next to this guy just to stop him going after anyone else. It's not a bad idea. We can tank a hit from him. And then we're in a good position for doing more attacks next turn. Sure, take that down to 2 damage. Who do we want to attack? Well, it's going to be you attacking you, because with 2 shields, there's no reason for you to get attacked. Or we could use this to move in and get this guy killed before he does anything like healing up next turn. Ah, unfortunate. Stun shot will do damage on him. Enhancement field will help with both of us. Frigid apparition will be the proper attack, so we need something to move us. Empathetic assault. That's focusing on you probably. And over here, I really want to do a skewer on both of these. We'll have to have a short rest on balance measure. I want to keep it. Spare dagger. Sure, we'll do spare dagger. Provoking Roar will get us a disarm attack on whatever's the most dangerous. And we could heal up ourselves a little bit as well. So the Harrower Infester is moving quickly, but not fast enough for the Mind Thief. You're going to do some healing, you're going to do some muddling, so I think we're going to attack the Night Demon. We've disarmed him, even if we did no damage. Mind Thief. Get an attack on this one. Why couldn't we have got that roll last time? And we need more gold, so just step on and grab it. We can actually stun the skeleton, which is not a bad idea. We would still do some... Are we going to reach 1, 2, 3? Yes. Alright. It's not quite as much damage. It's no damage. But it has bought us more time on sorting these guys out. Right, you need a short rest. Guess we're going to have to lose it. So, Toxic Bolt. It's nice range 3. And I think we want something then to move in. You're going to have to go for a skewer on something and then balance measure to move. And it's going to be both of these to get us in and stab something, but that's going to be slow. Yeah, let's get poison on the skeleton. We are getting so many times zeros. This is unlucky. Yeah, come up here. Warding strength takes some of the edge off it. He's healed up the poison, which is annoying. You know what, yeah. We're going to be at a disadvantage. We do need to get damage on him. So that works. And then we'll just skip the movement because we're fine where we are. Oh, he's going that way around. That's alright. We'll just take 3 damage over there. We could muddle him, but I think it'd be better to use the mind's weakness and actually just start doing solid damage. And after this, we've still got to go into this final room, and there might be tons in there. Reviving Shock will let us attack both him and the wall. And Restorative Mist will get a little bit of healing going in there. Let's do a short rest. Provoking Roar and Skewer. Either we disarm him or we skewer him directly. It'd be fine. And over here, got to do a short rest. So we lose feedback loop. Empathetic Assault would bring us over to either of these two. And then Frigid Apparition will get us a decent, solid 5 attack on him. He's going to move after all of us. Let's just double down on the damage. Mind Thief. Move in. You don't need any healing yourself, but that's fine. Big hit. Yes. Reviving shock on these. One of them's open. And actually, there's another room after that. Okay, so in here, we've got a Giant Viper Elite, we've got a Living Bones, and a Giant Viper. And here comes the Living Bones. He's gonna... Oh, he's not actually attacking. What type of trap is that? The wall is getting in the way of us seeing. It's just a stun trap. Stun shot and volatile concoction. That's gonna let us have one more turn with the brute. We're losing Skewett, that's a shame. And the Mind Thief, Submissive Affliction, that's good. That'll get these two fighting each other. Although we are far away from the combat and we kind of need to be in the middle of this. It's going to be really hard. 1, 2. Yeah, we can move in for 2 and then do just like an actual attack. Potentially. We'll have to see how it feels. To get an attack going. Oh, actually, if we attack this, we'll... we'd stun both of these guys, but we need to do damage on them. Look at that. Super solid hit. Oh, he's only going to get one of his cards back. That's not going to be good enough. The Mind Thief could get more. Or we could just use this as an actual move. Yeah. We can't get in close enough to do a proper attack. We're 1, 2, actually 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We could get in to the skeleton if the skeleton was dead. Which it's not going to be. Let's get this guy to at least attack and try and get him to do something. Oh, actually, we could get him to attack the wall. Would have been better to attack the wall. Yeah, we are just running out of cards, really. So the brute is exhausted. We could net shooter these guys. Or move in and attack. You need to do a short rest. So this gets us in, this gets an attack. That's really bad. Oh, that's so painful. Let's do a net shooter on both of these. So he's immobilized. He's still going to attack. Take the damage. And you can just take it on the chin as well. Ooh, that's painful. Okay, there goes volatile concoction. Reviving shock on both of these. And restorative mist might not be a bad plan. Over here you're going to be moving slowly. Can't do anything about that. So really we want to get the bones killed. Oh. We are drawing so many times zeros. Step back. Bones is going to heal up. Which is a pain, but we're still going to have a pretty solid attack on him. You know what? Attack this guy. We're immobilized, so this is just going to be skipped. Toxic Bolt, Proximity Mine will let us move in quickly. We are really running out of cards. Got to do a short rest. Empathetic Assault and Withering Claw. Right, give him a proper hit. Okay, he's gone. And move in a little bit and heal that poison. And get some gold. This was primarily a gold run. At least that's what I'm telling myself. I don't think there's anything super amazing that we've missed. Ooh. Wait, is that not even the end? There is even a little bit more after that, which might have treasure and stuff in. That is so extreme. So many rooms to move through. Short rest. Goodbye, Restorative Mist. Toxic Bolt on him, and Proximity Mine would allow us to move away. There goes Empathetic Assault. This is the last thing we can do, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can get in close and give him a stab. They might just murder us straight up. Let's burn Stun Shot. Step back, get the gold, and then we'll shoot him. This is going to kill us, but it's the last card that we can play, so that's all there is to it. Short rest on the Tinkerer. Losing Toxic Bolt. Redraw it. Losing Proximity Mine, that's fine. So, Toxic Bulk and Driving Shock. These guys are moving fast again. And we are gone. Doing his little happy dance there. So in terms of gold piles looted, we actually got quite a few, but that place is massive. It's like ultra huge. That took a lot longer than I was expecting. Definitely need to be better geared before we go in there in the future. Still, it moves us slightly closer for the brute with the whole becoming exhausted. And we did get a good amount of experience and money from that, so it's definitely not something to complain about. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Gloomhaven. See you soon.